Welcome back, everybody. Well, I got another guy here helping me today, John from Birchwood, Wisconsin. We're gonna be doing some hay hauling and a little more baling, and that's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. All right, we drove by a couple pastures. I heard some bellering. It's like the couple bulls were just side by side. Everything was cool. John's gonna grab this telehandler and then follow me up. We need to go get the bales off of the pasture where we put the bulls after we pull them. That's what we got to do here before we can get hay in. We got one more field, well, a field and a piece to do some baling this afternoon, but right now it's pretty wet. Ever since I put new batteries in that truck, it starts every time, so I'm not sure what the diagnosis was, but it's sure handy. Better grab a little bit of hydraulic fluid in a jug in case that Merlot starts beeping at us. It goes through about a couple quarts a week if you're using it leaking, so I'm waiting for that leak to fix itself, I guess. So anybody new to the channel, you get to see this hay trailer in action today. We're not gonna haul a lot. I think there's only one truckload where we're going, and then if we get baling, depending on how it all works out, maybe John can haul some hay off of that field as we're baling it. I got two auto dumps. So the trailer is an auto dump, and then I put this auto dump bed on the truck, which was an old flatbed. This is a Wimco on here, and then that trailer is a Pyramid. So anyways, I can haul 20 without putting anything on the top, and then if I put on tops, I can haul 28 bales, and then I can dump them all from the cab with my controllers. Well, we made her down here. This is where the bulls are going to end up going for the last couple 3 months of the season. So we hay it, you know, and then a lot of it all grew back. So there's lots of grass here. And then towards the end, you know, get into November, we'll come down here with a pickup every other day and give them a bale of hay if we need to. It's about I don't know, acre a piece, 30 acres or whatever. So we could get all the bulls down here eventually, gather them up. Works out pretty good, but there's a hot wire that goes around this whole thing. And 110 fencer, but we'll have to go, once we get the bales out of here, probably have to come back, check for trees and get the fence all put up. But let's get some bales loaded here. This was the hay that had 5 inches of rain on it, so there's no color left, pretty lumpy and moldy. So this will all be bedding for the calf. The calves will be able to nibble on it, of course, but we won't have to try to feed it to any cows. Right, John? Full load. You won't get to see me dump these things because they're pretty sketchy twines with all the moisture. And these bales were pretty rotten to start with. The day's not over. We're gonna be hauling hay. You'll get to see the old auto dump in action. Off we go. Well, we made her here. This is the feed lot west of the place. And then, like I say, this is the bedding stuff. So it's always nice to get out and make sure everything followed me home. No, it's nice to have that backup camera, but like John said, I should have. Of course, now you'd put the top rack on. If you had a camera up at the top, you couldn't see anyway, unless you went higher yet. If you could go higher yet, then you could see way back here. Might have to check into that. But I drove pretty normal. I mean, the hills take a little time, but now here's the telehandler. I waited maybe a minute and a half. That thing is able to go like 26 miles an hour. With the semis taking corners a little slower. 6 miles, he's a minute or two behind is all. Hello? Let's bagel. So we left these windrows set up last night. We raked them yesterday afternoon and they were pretty fluffy, so overnight they settled back down. They're gonna bale a lot easier. He's grabbing all the bales. We're gonna line up. There's one little spot left to bale graze on this 20 acres. So I'm gonna have him take all these bales and we'll grab all those bales over there. Basically nothing's gonna leave this field. 2 cuttings of hay will all get fed right back on this field, so we just got to get them lined up. So he's zipping around, gonna line up some bales, grid pattern. Well, this little 8 acres done, and he's got a pretty good start on a little bale grazing site going there. It's getting close to dinner time now, so let's run home, start shuttling some stuff home, and then make a new plan for that field after dinner. He'll probably come back over here and finish lining up these bales or spreading these bales out. See what happens. Well, she's got the day off, I guess. That's another, how many PTO days do you get, girl? Oh, I screwed up and took that one tractor home. I gotta go south of the place, and I don't have no fuel at home, or died anyway, so put a little transfer fuel on to fill up in my own yard. I got the clear fuel at my place and died over here. We all know how nice this is, so. We got Jim going in the rake, so I'm gonna put some twine in here and put my oiler, get my oiler filled up. Should be good to go. Looky there, I got my underground wire for our hoop building project. One more project, put it to the list. Hello, help me. I sure like this oiler. Not all of them have it on there, but I like it. Suction hose goes in. We're off. I can't stress enough how cool this thing is. If you guys got the old 4430s, 4440s, the 50 series, Farm Sip Supreme, this thing bolts right into the old ashtray holes, and I don't have this one wired in for the, but it's got a charger right here too. But I got mine in there. And that's also my Bluetooth, but this thing is so slick. And then I just realized the other day you can set your phone this way too if you're watching movies. Neat stuff. Off we go. Well, Big John's over here now. He got done where he was at, but we are trapped this year on this side. You can see the drainage in this slough. We can't get the truck or haul bales through these spots, so we're gonna have to bring the truck around, park it over on the other side of the road, and he's gonna have to bring one bale at a time across this sorghum area. I wonder how wet it is. I think there was like 17 bales we got on this side. This all drowned it out here, but I wonder if it's dry enough now to, I think so. Drowned out. I had corn in this mix. Look at there, all kinds of corn. He drove out here, made me walk across the sorghum. I had to walk back to get my radio. But anyway, I think we got her figured out now, hopefully. He's gonna start grabbing bales and taking a load home. We're gaining. You zoom in, there goes John. He's got a load from over on that side of the creek line over there, the drainage, so once he gets that dumped, then he can bring that truck over onto this side where we're at. I'll be able to help him. I only got about 5 bales more to make here, and then I'll be able to load for him. We should be able to get this all hauled off then today. So that'll be good. Kind of feel like Sunny Farms then when I got all these people around and activity, and we're picking up bales right behind the baler and really just giving her. Usually I kind of make a bale and then I forget about it for a couple, 3 weeks, and I got to go back and get them all. But having this extra help around has been, it seems like it almost doubles my production when I have more than one person, but I got to do the math here tonight on an envelope and see what it really is. But it seems like the more people I have, the more I get done. Stay tuned for the follow-up on that equation. This could be the last swath of the season here that I'm gonna bale.
Thank you for all your power and your grace, dear baby God. Amen.
I don't know, I got within 100 bales of my quota of what I think I need, but we got all that sorghum that we're gonna swath graze, so there's probably like 500 to 700 bales of feed there that we're gonna swath graze. So that's gonna give me that buffer. It's getting late in the year. I kind of think I'm gonna quit. Quality's getting down, you know, the longer we go in, so it's like, I think we need to pull the plug and we need to quit making hay, or attempt to make hay. There's a couple waterways and some ditches I normally would have cut. I probably could have got another 50 to 75 bales, but I think we're gonna just abandon ship and call her macaroni. What do you think? I think this is the end of it for this year. You had enough?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just started.
If you want to pull ahead like 40 feet, I'll put these 2 bales on your right hand side on the back, and then you'll be good to go. See his spare tire? That's from when I told him to drive slow, and I see him coming across the field like 55 mile an hour. No, a lot of gopher mounds. Fix your spare tire, Johnny. It's on. All right. Universal sign for stopping is the honk. Nailed it! So this is where we've been dumping them. You could dump a couple, 2-3 loads here, and then you got to organize a little bit. And I don't normally stack my hay. The only time I stack is I stack a little bit along this. Pay attention here. I stack a little bit of hay along this fence and this fence here, and makes kind of a little bit of a windbreak when we have cattle here in the fall. It's not very big and it's not very good for a windbreak, but if it does blow a little bit in the fall, they have a kind of a little place to go there. And of course we feed it up right away too, but I don't generally stack any of my hay because of the rain, and it can rot the bales, accentuates the rot. So anyways, I'm gonna clean this up and then we'll dump that last load. Little dump action here. All right. Oh, that's that side going. Get over here. Oh, he's dumping them all. Well, that one's going down. This one's going down. This one goes both at the same time. See, this is just falling away. And it speeds up once it gets rolling here. There we go. Now this one's going. Same theory. There we go. Thus 38 seconds you could dump 20 bales, and then you can put some on the top, but I always end up getting kind of tangled up in them, so when we're close to home I only haul 20 at a time. Like I say, 35 seconds you can dump your whole load, and then this truck can be back on the road heading back to the field. And then if you got multiple hay yards like I do, you can just spread it out, dump 2-3 loads, 50, you know, 60-80 bales at a site. You could keep this truck going all day long if you had guys to power it all. All right, baler's home. We'll do a little service action on it before we put him to bed. I even brought a little bale into my yard, a little yard bale. What are you gonna do with this, Matt? A little archery target maybe. Get the bow out. All right, let's go rescue the dump truck before dark, and we're gonna call her a day. My personal chauffeur. All right, we'll turn him loose. See you in the morning. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Me and John got a lot of stuff done today. A lot of bales. No more bales, I said. Tomorrow we'll be fencing, and then we'll be messing with the bulls. See you, John. Yep. Peace.